should I go? Because Europeans smoke. Because guess what, guys? I'm going to Italy! Also, it's my birthday! Yes, I spent 15 bucks on all this stuff for this 10-second bit, but worth it! Okay, so today's not even actually my birthday, but it is my birthday this month, May 29th. If y'all wanted, I don't know, to gift me velocity edits of myself, that would be like the best birthday gift in the world. On a real note, I made it a goal for this year that I wanted to go back to Italy, and I'm making it happen. I'm going with my boyfriend, we're going for 2 weeks. Today's video, I need to pack, so I thought I would film a little pack with me. Also, I am packing everything for 2 weeks in just a carry-on, which is gonna be a little bit of a challenge for me because I tend to overpack a lot, but I've traveled enough where I feel like I can make it happen, and I thought it'd be interesting to show that process as well and show you guys how I pack everything for a long trip in just a carry-on. All right, let's get started. First, I'm gonna show you all the clothes I'll be bringing with me. Starting out with tank tops, since I am packing for warmer weather, that does leave a little bit more room. It makes it a bit more easier to pack. I'm not packing like a big coat with me. Even though I probably should, because I did look at the weather, and in Como, it's rainy, but you know what? I'm not bringing a coat with me. I don't care. I'm just gonna rock it, be Californian, no umbrella, raw dog it. And tank tops are so good because they take up practically no room at all. I'm bringing this white tank top. It has this interesting texture to it. Not quite waffle, but similar. This is from Brandy Melville. This is basically the same tank top, but in black. Forgot to mention, but I do try my best to build somewhat of a capsule wardrobe. I think that's just the best way to pack, to make sure every piece you pack can go with multiple pieces that you're also packing, just so that you have multiple outfits. And usually if I'm debating if I should bring a piece or not, I most likely won't bring it, especially if it only has one use, can only match with one piece of clothing. For example, dinners are something I tend to overthink a lot. I'm like, oh, should I bring a blazer for that one hypothetical nice dinner I might go to? No, I'm not doing that. I'm also bringing this tank top. It has pretty frilly details to it. And even though I already packed another white tank top, because this takes up like no room, I don't mind bringing extra of these. And then the last tank top is this vintage yellow with brown trim. I really love how this one looks on me. I think it's very flattering. And I thought it'd be fun to incorporate a little bit more color. Moving on to more shirts. As you guys can see, I love a white top. That's what she said. Bringing my go-to white t-shirt from COS. A white shirt is my uniform. Something I always feel confident in. Then I'm bringing this shirt that has this button opening like a Henley. And I'm also packing this linen blend white button up. I feel like you can't go to Europe or any warm weather place without bringing some type of linen clothing. It's very breathable, but also I think it just fits the travel vibe. Obviously, while all these shirts are white, they're all different types of shirts. And I think that'd be nice to help build outfits with differentiation, just so that not all my outfits are built off of a white t-shirt. Then for some more fun shirts to add a little bit more color, because it's summertime, I want to add a little bit of color into my wardrobe. This pale yellow baby tee. This shirt makes me look really tan, and I love a baby tee. My guilty pleasure. I recently got this vintage ringer tee off Depop. I've really been into ringer tees lately, especially for summertime. It says Jefferson Eagles on it. Don't know what that is. Probably a school. Heck, it could be an elementary school. I don't know. But I just wanted a green ringer tee. This does have some stains on it, sadly, but you know what? Adds a little bit of character, right? That's what I tell myself, at least. And then this striped Lacoste shirt. This is a piece I'm debating if I should bring or not. I don't know, I just think the stripes could be a little bit more difficult to match things with. But I'm going to Crema as well, which is where they filmed Call Me By Your Name. And I actually bought this shirt for my Call Me By Your Name costume this past Halloween. So I don't know, I just kind of want to bring it to wear it there. Cosplay and live out my Call Me By Your Name fantasy. I don't know if that's a good reason to be packing this, but I'm gonna try to pack this with me if it will fit. These are what I'm gonna be using as my jackets if it gets cold at night. I just really didn't want to have to bring a full jacket. It just takes up so much room. Instead, I'd rather just layer a bunch of these pieces on and keep warm that way. Again, I wanted to add some fun color. This is from Muji, and it's this pink white striped shirt. And then lastly, this green button up from 33mm. I really like the pattern of this. That is all for my tops. I feel like it's really not that much. All that I can fit into a packing cube. These are all the bottoms I'm planning on bringing. These are some new swimming trunks I bought. They're vintage Billabong Andy irons, and I love the colorway of this. Every summer I feel like I start trends within myself, like do it for myself. Like for example, every summer I love wearing a puka shell necklace. It's just kind of like a tradition for me. And last summer it was like plaid shorts. which honestly that has leaked into this summer. I still love a plaid short and you're gonna see that. And this summer it's gonna be a sideway hat and long board shorts. That is my vibe this summer. I also like the fact not only can I swim with these, but also I feel like they're cute enough to style with. So I could just wear everyday outfits using these shorts. This is probably my most favorite piece for the summer. I'm packing a second pair of board shorts. These ones are like booty shorts. I thought it'd be nice just to have a second pair just in case my other pair is dirty or wet. I do also really like the look of short shorts for swim trunks as well. I'm not packing any gym shorts with me, so my swim trunks are gonna have to be my gym shorts if I end up working out. These are the only pair of real shorts I'm bringing. This is what I'm talking about when I say it's a plaid short summer. Look at this pattern. I'm just not really into jorts or anything like that anymore. These are kind of more my taste right now. Summer outfits can get really boring, especially when you don't want to layer, you don't want to be too hot, you just want to wear short sleeves and shorts. Then I think it's good to add some fun pattern and print textures and, you know, interesting details if you're going to be wearing a simple outfit. Whether that's in graphic tees, ringer tees, accessories, necklaces, bracelets, belts, socks, and even your shorts, okay? Have fun with your shorts. Oh, and the brand is Kikomo. A lot of these things are mostly thrifted. I'm only bringing one pair of jeans, and it's this pair. It's my most worn pair recently from La Cinto. It's raw denim, and it has this really cool color and texture, if you can see that. I really like how these look on me. I just think they're a really beautiful pair of jeans. I think one pair of jeans is all you really need. And then I'm bringing two trousers. These are my wide pleated black trousers from COS that I wear on a weekly basis. They're very flowy, thin, so I feel like it'd be really nice to pack these with me for Italy. I love a black pair of trousers. I think they're an essential for your capsule wardrobe. These I'm debating if I should bring with me or not. If it will fit, I might as well pack them with me because I did just get them. And I recently got them tailored as well, but they're these gray, lightly striped trousers from 33mm. I'll let you guys know on the screen if I end up being able to bring it with me. And then ending off pants, I'm bringing these blue striped cotton pants. I'm gonna use these as pajamas, but also I think they're cute enough to wear out if I really wanted to, like on a boat or something. As for accessories, this is my go-to hat. I think it's just such a flattering shape. I love the color. Sideway hat summer. This black polka dot scarf, but I like wearing this as a headpiece. Then I'm bringing this simple brown belt with me. Again, this is kind of me being overkill. Their small accessories is something you can kind of overpack with because they take up such minimal room. So I'm gonna bring this pair of sunglasses and also this pair of sunglasses. Fun fact, actually, this pair I found at a thrift store for $2. This pair I found on the sidewalk on the way walking to a beach. So free. So sorry to whoever lost those. I still need to pack my jewelry with me, but I'm probably just gonna put it all in this little pouch. For my one bag I'm gonna bring with me, I'm gonna bring this LL Bean tote bag. I also recently got this for summertime. I feel like it's so classic, and since all my travels is gonna be like on the coast of Italy, I thought this would be perfect. Isn't it cute? I spent an hour debating what color I wanted. No joke. Really good for the beach. This is a thing I feel like people overlook to pack with them, a travel steamer. When you travel, your clothes get wrinkly, especially if you're using packing cubes, and depending on your accommodation, you don't always have access to like an iron. All right, that is pretty much it for my wardrobe. Now I have to pack my tech, my toiletries, as well as my carry-on personal bag. Believe it or not, this is me packing light for my toiletries. I don't know how people just pack a toothbrush and they're good because my dental routine alone could fill this baggie. Every time I travel internationally, I always end up having to throw away so many bathroom products. Airports don't allow a lot of liquids. It's really annoying because I feel like every airport is different. And last time when I went to Spain and I was coming back to the US, they made me throw away half my products because it didn't fit in this little thing right here. What can fit in this? Nothing can fit in this. I've had to throw away so much expensive shit, including my eczema cream, which reminds me I need to pack my eczema cream. Let me grab it. Shout out Cortisone. A life hack I saw was to bring 2 Ziploc bags, fill your products with these 2 bags, and then place the 2 bags on 2 separate carts at the TSA. Now, have I tested out this theory to see if it works? No, but my mind is saying yes. My brain is saying, oh, this is so smart, Dustin, you're freaking smart, you're a scholar, you're not a college dropout. So that is what I'm gonna do for all of these products right here. Some of these things though aren't technically liquids, so I think that's gonna save my butt. They don't have to go in a Ziploc bag. Speed round of all my toiletries. Cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. I'm not packing a full body sunscreen with me. I think I'm just gonna buy that when I'm there. Shampoo and conditioner, this is the Dr. Groot one. Body wash. That alone is already filling this bag. That's crazy. Eczema cream. That's gonna have to go in a second bag. See, this is why we have 2 bags. Body lotion. I've learned over the years that not everybody lotions their entire body every time after they shower. That's insane. I don't know how you guys do that. I would shrivel up and be a little prune. If you don't want dry skin, if you don't want wrinkles in the future, lotion up, lather up. Super Milk Contact Solution Mosquito Spray. I'm gonna be in the coast of Italy, and I feel like there's a lot of mosquitoes there because, you know, all the water and stuff. So I'm bringing this. This is actually from Thailand that I had 2 years ago, and I don't really experience a lot of mosquitoes or anything in California, so I just had this laying around. It's a really good bug spray though, and it smells nice. This is gonna be my fragrance for the trip. It's a little sample size of Aesop's Tacit toothpaste. Makeup setting spray. That is all the liquids. My 2 bags of liquids. It's gonna really suck if I get caught. Hair texture powder, my blush from Rhode, concealer, and my 2 freckle pens. That's all the makeup I really carry with me. Pimple stickers, my retainers, floss, contact case, razor, toothbrush. Yes, I bring my electric toothbrush. I feel like it'll last for 2 weeks with full charge. Spare pair of contacts, a little container of Vaseline, nail clipper, tweezers, a travel brush, my makeup brush, and a headband. Boom, boom, boom. And those are all of my toiletries. For shoes, what I'm gonna wear to the airport are my Solomons. These are the XT6s. I've had these for 2 years. They come with me on all my travels. They're a bit beat up, as you can see. But these are really great multi-purpose shoes. I've walked so many steps in these. I've hiked, I've ran, and my feet never hurt. They're super, super comfortable. I think I might have to get a new pair soon because they're starting to get a little beat up and smelly. I wanted to bring a nice pair of shoes for like dinners and things like that. So I'm bringing my GH Base loafers. I also wanted to bring my Mary Jane ballet flats, but I think that's just kind of overpacking. Realistically, I only need 1 pair of nice shoes. And then lastly for footwear, my Alukai flip-flops for the beach. And I forgot to mention, but I'm also gonna pack my hair straightener with me to style my hair. I'm gonna pack everything in this carry-on right here. It's just like a simple, normal-sized carry-on. What I've learned is that it is not necessary to bring a backpack with you. I feel like that's common protocol when it comes to like traveling for long periods of time, but I'm only gonna be gone for 2 weeks. And in general, I just feel like bringing a carry-on with you is much easier than a backpack, contrary to popular belief. When I carried a backpack with me, I feel like my back always hurt. I just found it easier to be able to like roll everything everywhere. I know people say that it's hard, especially if you go to certain places with like old roads that are very bumpy, cobblestone, and a place with a lot of steps. But honestly, it's really not that difficult to like overcome those challenges. Especially if you're only bringing a carry-on with you, it's very light, you just carry it. And I'd rather struggle going through that versus carrying a backpack with me that's really heavy, and then my back is hurting the entire time. So update guys, ended up having to purchase a check-in bag anyway because we bought budget tickets and they only allow a personal bag, so I had to check it in, and it was $180. And here's the gag. Y'all know how I was talking shit about bringing a backpack? Well, Eli brought a backpack, this big ass backpack, and they let that on because it counts as a personal bag because it's a backpack, and mine's a rolly suitcase. So forget everything I said, bring a backpack. Always bring a backpack. I am about to leave for the airport, and I'm currently packing my personal bag. Also, I just got that Spotify recap thing. My all-time top song with 216 listens is Somebody Else, 1975. I'm really sad, guys. Anyway, this is the bag I carry with me. It is from Brevite. I've talked about it in the past, but it's a backpack, but also a camera bag. Because whenever I travel, of course, I'm bringing all my cameras with me and stuff. Open up this bottom portion here. It's the camera bag, and it has like these Velcro separators. I'm packing my cameras with me. DJI Osmo Pocket. This is what I've been vlogging with lately. This is the digital camera I use. It's a Canon PowerShot SD750. And I'm bringing my GoPro with me, just in case I go underwater, or it's just really nice to have like wide shots as well. I'm bringing my headphones, of course. These are Morning Blues headphones, and they're noise canceling, which is a must when I travel. My glasses, these are from Warby Parker. This is my film camera. I actually am bringing 2 rolls of Portra 400 with me. I've never shot with Portra before. It's just really popular film, but I never really shoot with it because it's so expensive. But I thought for the special occasion for Italy, I should try it out. I'm bringing a book with me. This is Tana French, The Likeness. It's a murder mystery detective novel. I've thought about if I should bring more books with me, but realistically, I might not even finish this one. My goal is to finish this by the time I get back though. I always bring a book with me on the plane, saying I'm gonna read it on the plane, but then I end up just watching movies the entire time. I'm sorry. I'm just more of a film guy than a book guy. I've actually been watching a lot of foreign films recently to help get me excited for this trip. It helps me like romanticize. I've been watching like Italian movies like Fireworks, kind of like a mix of French and Italian. Purple Noon, La Collection Swimming Pool. They're all very like European summer vibes. Oh, and the other night I also watched The Mysterious Gaze of the Flamingo, which is a Spanish-speaking film, which if you're looking for new movies to watch, I highly recommend our sponsor today, Mubi. Mubi is a curated streaming service dedicated to elevating great cinema from all around the globe. From iconic directors to emerging auteurs, there's always something new to discover. With Mubi, each and every film is hand-selected by its team of curators. You can discover the best of cinema at your fingertips, streaming anytime, anywhere. And now streaming on Mubi is The Mysterious Gaze of the Flamingo. This is the feature debut of Chilean filmmaker Diego Cespedes. Set in a fictional desert town in the southern Chile during the early years of the AIDS crisis, the film centers trans and queer lives that have often been excluded from historical narratives. Told through the perspective of a child, it explores the emotional weight of growing up amid fear, love, and social stigma, prioritizing emotional truth over spectacle. I watched this film last night and it was so beautiful. The acting, the cinematography. I also love that it's centered around trans characters. I think trans stories being told in media and film is very rare to come across, and I always think it's important to tell queer stories and all queer stories. At its core, this film is about love, resilience, and chosen family. And I highly recommend you guys go watch it. Protect the dolls, protect the dolls. You can try Mubi for free for 30 days at mubi.com/Dustin. That's mubi.com/Dustin for a whole month of great cinema for free. Thank you so much, Mubi, for sponsoring this video. My journal, I love journaling, especially when I'm traveling. Those are my favorite times to write. Oh, and also I've decided I'm gonna be that person that wears a sheet mask on a plane. I also have this little baggie with a bunch of random products and things. Hand sanitizer, eye drops. I have my box full of pills, like allergy medicine and stuff like that. My Loops earplugs. These are the only earplugs that have actually fit my ears. Really great, especially for a plane as well. Usually I'll put those in and my noise canceling headphones on top, and it just like cancels out that annoying buzzing noise on a plane. Deck of cards, because me and Eli like playing cards together. Portable phone charger. This one is really compact and just magnetically connects to your phone like that. And that's mostly everything I bring with me in my personal bag. It's always really heavy to carry because I have all my tech in here. I forgot to mention my laptop. I'm bringing this tripod as well, and it straps on to the bottom of my backpack. All right, I'm gonna go head to the airport, and I'll see you guys in Italy. I'm so excited.